Hey, welcome back into Tony Talking Trash About Music. Tonight, I'm going to run down my favorite John Cale songs. I'm going to show you that he has done a lot of good work on his own. I'm not talking about the Velvet Underground, not talking about a lot of the instrumental stuff. I'm talking about like what I would say the 20 favorite tracks is, or what I would recommend to somebody to listen to for John Cale. And here they are. These are solo tracks. At number 20, I'm going to go with the song Laughing in My Sleep, one of the newer tracks. Most of the new stuff I'm not crazy about, but occasionally I'll hear a song that isn't bad, and so that's one of the ones from one of the new records. I think it's Poptical Illusion. Number 19 is Chicken Shit from the Animal Justice EP. Sorry, it's not on any record. It's on some of the lives. It's on some of the live stuff. This is probably going to run the whole gamut of the whole John Cale sound, but let's go with it. Number 18, the classic Big Brown Cloud from the Vintage Violence record, the first record. Just a big sort of a big Spectorian type of a sound. And the Big Brown Cloud, I think really what was good at that, I think he worked through a lot of production stuff, but the funny thing of it is he never really made another record like that. That was kind of the last one he did. 17, we're going to go with the classic Buffalo Ballet, of course, from Fear record, is just to me is probably one of the great songs. Fear. When you hit those songs, bam, bam, like that right off the bat with that record, it's something else. Number 16, again, I'm going to go with the second track from Paris 1919, Hanky Panky Noel. I just love the pastoral version of it. He just seems so self-assured and so relaxed, and whether it's artificially relaxed or otherwise relaxed, some of the songs that he did back in the 90s stuff about those travels to Mexico kind of sound shady at the same time. Number 15, Vintage Violence, Charlemagne, super 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 great. Number 14, I'm going to go with the other great record early on from this period, and Mr. Wilson from Helen of Troy record. Is the Helen of Troy record was Mr. Wilson, or was that Slow Dazzle? I think it's Slow Dazzle, right? I think it is. Yes, it is. Mr. Wilson is Slow Dazzle. Of course it is. Fantastic. Then let's go to one of the new songs, one of the new records, and I don't know which of the ones it is. I'll put on here at the end, but it's the beautiful Davies and Wales, and I think that's from Poptical Illusion. That's really a super great song, and it is. That's the first, in the middle of the first side of that record from last year, and that's really one of the best ones that he's done. Number 12, you've got music from A New Society. You've got the other version of I think was done on Helen of Troy, if I'm not mistaken. Close Watch is the first song on the second side of Helen of Troy. It was the first time that we saw that, but then it came back again on Music for New Society, and also the great live version on that live record, that white live record that I showed later. It has a gray cover for some reason now. Number 11, the classic Ship of Fools. Number 10, the cover of Heartbreak Hotel. From which record? We're not talking about Slow Dazzle. We're talking about Slow Dazzle. Had Heartbreak Hotel on it. And the fabulous Fighter Pilot. That's one of my favorite from this whole period of John Cale, from the whole island period. It's an underrated song. It's one of the ones that people don't talk about a lot. And I don't really know if he ever played it live, but boy, what a strong song. If I'd like to have a band, I'd love to cover that song. Number 8, the only cherry I think in a not maudlin, but a technologically overrun record for the sake of it. And to me, it really, the songs really suffered. I think the songs are better. And some I've heard some live versions of those songs are good. But I'm talking about the best of those. Number 8, "Dying on the Vine" from Artificial Intelligence, 1985. Number 7, the gorgeous what I was singing earlier on the record on the album countdown, the beautiful Ana Lucia from the side 1 of Paris 1919. Just a beautiful ballad. And I think on that song in particular, John Cale's voice probably it's the best singing he's ever done. If I'd say what is his best singing performance, I would say Ana Lucia is probably it. Number 6, well, this record is this record to me is a it's hard to put into words what this is, but this one, if you've ever heard this live, this will throw you out. I'm talking about to me the drop dead point of music for a new society, thoughtless kind. If taking your life in your hands is also great too, but thoughtless kind is really, really special. Number 5, I'm going to go with to me, the peak and the what do you want to call it? Heartwarming part of Words for the Dying. And you say heartwarming part of a record about people dying, but it is kind of with that Falkland Suite, it's very kind of dark and out, but do not go gentle into that good light. Rage against the dying fire, he's saying, kick with all the will you have to protect life and to stay alive. He's talking about the dying man just raging at the dying fire and your dying abilities to be able to do things. Fantastic. Number 4 is the Children's Christmas Time in Wales, the fantastic song from Paris 1919, which also was a fabulous version on that live version. And again, I didn't count the cover version of Hallelujah. He did record that on that, but I'm not going to count that. That's not his song. And he did do a really fantastic version of it. He does a fantastic version of Heartbreak Hotel, too. I put it on here because it became sort of the centerpiece of his thing. But the other thing with the Shrek thing, it became such a big thing. But yeah, so anyway, that was number 4. For number 3, I'm going to go with the centerpiece of one of the more disturbing moments from Fear, and that's the song "Gun." It's always been something that kind of attracted me from a distance. To tell you the truth, when I first heard the song, it was kind of like the Lou Reed song called "Gun," the same thing. It's funny they both did a song called "Gun." It scared me to death. I just don't like the whole being comfortable with it. I've been in situations with guns before that's not cool in the city, and luckily I've lived the tale to, I'm still here. So never got shot, never saw anybody get shot. Anyway, let's finish the last 2. We're talking about gun. It's really a chilling song though. Yeah, listen to the lyrics of it. I warn you though to be careful. You could have PTSD from it. But number 2, kind of the opposite. The Poor Chinese Envoys here. Now, this is a song about, it's so funny, it's the second best song, but it's about a Chinese envoy and a government thing, and nobody listens to the Chinese person. They're ignored, but they're still there. And there's sort of a majesty about the way that the piano and stuff is played, especially on the live version, that Cale plays on that thing I saw at Wolf Trap. Just the piano version live is fantastic. Okay, my number 1 track is going to be a track that's known mostly for the live version and the wonderful one on the live shows that I've seen with John Cale. I'm talking about the wonderful. I'm leaving it all up to you. So that is my top 20 John Cale songs. Please leave your John Cale songs here below. And I'm sorry for the kind of patchy back and forth with this thing, but please let me know what yours are. A lot of people don't. A lot of people are not such a big fan of his of his solo stuff. I've always been a fan of it, but at the same time, I do realize that a lot of the stuff is not for everybody, and I think his vocals sometimes just uh, make it hard. But I think that he's always been an honest person, and I think he's a person of immense beauty, and I hope that he was remunerated well from the situation he had with the Shrek song, because that's probably what he's going to be mostly known for, is that version of Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. But anyway, thank you all. Leave me your list down below. Tell me what you like about John Cale, what you don't. I will see you guys later with something else fun and new, and I appreciate having you around, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good evening.